Hello guys and welcome to our lecture number 13, and today we are going to practice some sentences based on our previous lecture. And in our previous lecture we learned about simple present tense and how the sentences are formed, and we did some practice in last lecture as well, and today we are going to continue the same practice, and we are going to see how different rules and the structures and formulas are applied. So here we have practice session, and the tense is simple present tense active. So here we have first sentence. I have written the verbs in positive and negative sentences in dark brown color so that you can see them easily, or they can be highlighted. And here we have the first example. I get up early in the morning every day. And the negative sentence is I don't stay up till late at night. As usual guys, we are not changing the meaning of positive sentence, and that's why we have to make some changes according to the positive sentence. So here I is a subject and get up is a verb, and there is no ses behind the verb get up because the subject is I, which is non third person singular. So that's it guys. In negative sentence also I have used don't, do not before the verb stay up, and I have changed the verb stay up instead of get up because I don't want to change the meaning of positive sentence. Here we have another example guys, and the subject is my friends. It's a plural, not my friends singular. So my friends are plural, and that's why it is not a third person singular as a subject, and that's why I put no ses behind the verb advise. And in negative there is do not advise. So let's move on to another example, third number. So takes care is the verb, and take contains ses because my mom is a third person singular subject, and that's why in negative sentence also I have used does not accept, right? Again, in the fourth example, the government collects taxes from wealthy people. So the government is a third person singular, no matter how many people or leaders work in a government, but government as a whole is a singular and is considered as a third person as well, and that's why it contains verb ses, or the verb contains s or es according to the rule of shch sox. It is the s, only s is added behind the verb. The government does not collect taxes from lower income people. In that example I have used does instead of do because of the third person singular subject. And in negative sentences there is no ses ever, so there should not be a confusion guys. In fifth example we take photos of natural places. So we is again a plural pronoun, and it is not a third person singular, and that's why there is no ses behind the verb take. And in negative sentence we don't share personal photos, so we have used do not, right, instead of does not because of non third person singular subject. Let's move on to the next slide guys, and before I move on to next slide you can copy down these sentences and practice. Alright guys, so sixth number of the sentence. Messi scores a goal in almost each match. Messi does not miss any practice session. So Messi again is a name, is a proper noun, and it is considered as third person singular, and that's why there is s behind the verb, and in negative does not miss. Next example, he, we are talking about, we are using a pronoun for Messi, and he plays his game with honesty. He does not abuse his opponents. So play and as plays because of he is a third person singular subject, and does not abuse we have used does instead of do because of the third person singular subject. Eighth example, guys, and the subject over here in eighth example is a little bit more little bit bigger. My family members is a subject, and they are again plural and not third person singular, and that's why I have not put as behind, as or es behind love. So my family members love me a lot, and in negative, do not make me lazy, so we have used do not. So guys, this is how our school is again a third person singular. There can be hundreds and thousands of students in a school, but in your school obviously, but the school as a whole is one entity, one person, and that's why it is a third person singular, and that's why there is ses behind arrange, and in negative we have used does not. 10th example, people feed cows fodder in festivals. People again is a plural, right? And that's why there is no use of ses over here according to the rules. And people don't disrespect, so that is again the use of do not because of non third person singular verb or subject. So this is it for today, guys. You have both the screen available on your screen. You can make notes of these sentences, and you can have practice of more and more sentences so that you can get the idea of all the rules that we have learned in our previous lecture, right? So that's it, guys, for today. If you have not subscribed our channel, please subscribe it today, and thank you very much for joining today.